Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Welcome to Titillating Tuesday. It is now 3rd of January. This is the first one of the year. Review of 2022. I've been on a music thing, innit? I just haven't been posting it. But I've recently posted it, so you can go and see what I was listening to in 2022. I don't do mainstream media or music, so I couldn't tell you what the in thing is. Yeah, I call myself a child of a different time. So I'm lively, but I'm out of touch. That's deliberately. I don't really want to connect with these times. I haven't listened to mainstream artists for over 20 years. And during that time, I've been an artist. So I wanted to have a pure sound where I don't sound like no one. I sound like myself. Pure production. Yeah, where it doesn't sound like no one, but it sounds like myself. But music does overlap with other sounds. It's got elements of what influenced me when I was a child. So, and I was into so many different things you wouldn't believe. So all that comes out musically in the expression, and you can see all my stuff for reviewing 2022 in the music playlist, artist playlist, I think it's called. Yeah. And mixtapes. The mixtape is out. It's booming, trust me. Yeah, but that's what I've been doing in 2022. Yeah, it was that kind of year. I tried to capture as much of the message. So when I look back at that year, I can actually trigger myself to remember that trail of thought that led me to write that song. And if I fail at that, then I got the freestyles to guide me. So I've done all right. Yeah, still no code, so that's all good. Yeah. About this year, what I foresee for this year. Oh yeah, I just started a new meditation. Yeah, started it yesterday. So it's just let's see what that resonance does. Or let's see if there is any resonance. Yeah, it's a new meditation I've got, but it doesn't mean that the frequency I'm producing is going to be resonating anywhere in nature, but you never know. Every frequency resonates in nature somehow. You know, this is a reality we have, and it has been, all we know is a description of how our consciousness constructs things. I've had a guy today who online who was actually saying the same thing, but I've always been saying that. If you look back at my videos, I've been alluding to that. But he's kind of trying to prove that as well, because many people are seeing it that way. I mean, I invented a thought particle in 2004, so I was heading that way. But I left it because that the mathematics needed for it would attract the wrong sort of people. I'm thinking the mathematics needed to study the brain would attract targeting from the system. I'm like, okay, so I left it mathematically. So I went through it. That's why I chose to go through it philosophically, using thought experiments rather than actual ones. I don't think people want to see me, those who are watching illegally don't want to see me doing any actual experiments from the thought experiments that I'm having. Yeah. So it's that kind of journey where if the universe, as our thoughts and consciousness constructs it, does change, it's the same as saying that the way our thoughts and consciousness construct the universe changes. Yeah, because to be honest, if everything is an energy fundamentally, then the observation of solid shapes is just a construction of the mind. So actually all this just looks like a bright light. But we kind of make shapes and things like that out of it. We learn how to see through the light. Now, if we change the way we see, let's say the cones and rods in your eyes, are altered by some kind of genetic manipulation that's been inserted into you, if we change the way our consciousness constructs reality, then reality changes. But if you don't know what this change is going to be, they seem to suggest that they can simulate what this change is going to be, which is a bit dumb because you can't account for all the degrees of freedom each neuron contributes, and each change is like a quantum change in a quantum bit. You never know what could happen, what the total picture would look like. I had there was a machine, kind of AI based. They were using it to count election results, and they overcounted it. It actually, cosmic ray from the sun hit it, and they overshot. It counted more people than there were voters, so they suspected something. So that's why you don't want to store yourself on a computer, your consciousness on a computer, because it has to recreate it every time it's run, and just keep creating it, yeah, through subroutines. But with a subroutine, if one of its memory cells gets hit by a cosmic ray, it might overmake you, and your consciousness might start to be affected by that glitch, and we don't know how. Yeah. So it's been like that. Let me do today's joke anyway. I'm kind of running over time. Right. Okay. What are the 3 elements of a good crying? Shriek, sniff, and shake. Let me demonstrate. Shriek, sniff, and shake. Right? So it's like, that's how you do crying. 3-step strategy. Yeah, it's that kind of joke. So everything, every expression can be broken down into steps. Yeah, and it's a continuous expression, but that can be discretized. So crying is simple. It's simple as that. So I think yeah, reality will experience some alterations this year. It's been a possibility for the last 4 years. But reality will experience some kind of alteration, maybe because the observer's observation is gonna be altered genetically. They are putting things in us now, isn't it? So we don't know. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get next. So that's what it is. Anyway, it's been good. 3rd of January 2023, Titillating Tuesday. I'm out.
Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Like, subscribe, share.